Hey Cancer, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be doing a reading for the month of July, and I will be doing things a little bit differently this time in regards to how the layout is of the reading. And the reason is for the fact that as a collective, I feel like everyone's kind of fed up, and I'm talking about all signs. I've been wanting to do a reading like this for like half a month now, just because I'm getting a sense that everyone's like really like, I want something different. I want something new. I just want to change and I want to keep moving forward and not backwards or feel stagnant. And I am getting this vision of like a door, kind of like opening up, and there's a beautiful white light and like an opportunity for us to kind of move through it. So there is a fork in a road and you can choose where you are, and that's totally fine. There is no right or wrong. It's what you're ready for. And if you're ready, for something new, that door is right there, right? So we'll go ahead and see what the guys have to say. Just remember, this is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate, totally okay, but leave it for those that need to hear it right now, because there is a certain message for a certain group of people in this, period of time. So if it doesn't resonate, just come back the next month, because that message might be there for you that time. But definitely try to take what I give you, the message that I'm telling you, and place in your life in the way that makes the most sense. So it doesn't necessarily have to be the subject. Like if it's love, it could be career, it could be something else. But just take the theme and that meaning behind it and place it into your life. So let's go ahead, jump right in. I don't know why this popped out. We're going to just leave that there. I kind of looked at it and I was like, I don't know. But it seems like it fits. So let's see. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Yeah, so that's an interesting statement here, because I'm getting flooded with some emotions. And it's like a visual, like I just feel like hands are trying to grab at me, and I'm just like, like I don't want to do this. Actually, I feel like very closely Gemini is kind of going through the same thing. So if you have a Gemini in that's near you, you guys can kind of relate to that. Or if you have Gemini in your sign in your chart, you might want to see that reading as well, just because there's the energy is kind of similar. I feel like everyone's trying to grab or vie for your attention, or I feel like you're being used almost, because it's not like maybe you're people pleaser, but it just feels a lot. And I feel like you're very emotional about it. I feel like it's very like emotional more than anything. Not like, yes, you're drained, but it's like causing you some kind of visceral emotion, like you're crying, maybe you're just severely unhappy, maybe there's like depression, because it's coming out differently. Instead of exhaustion, it's coming out differently for you, if that makes sense. And if that does resonate, and to some extent, definitely leave a comment so that you can kind of explain it for other people so that they can relate. But I feel like July, like that energy of walking through that door, like this is what that means. This is what needs to shift in order for you to walk through that door to what you're manifesting, like the next thing, and not be on the same road that you're on right now. It's because with the boundaries, it's super important. Boundaries are hard. They're hard because it disappoints people, or we feel like would disappoint people. And if it does, like that, those people are not meant for us. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead, see what our guides want to say about that. Yeah, so we have the Lovers card, Judgment in reverse, and the King of Pentacles. So I feel like this is kind of like, goes hand in hand right now. But for you guys, like you guys are having such a hard time really saying no. I feel like you guys are having a hard time disappointing anyone. This seems like obligation. I said that for Gemini as well. Like there's some kind of obligation. Like you feel like you're obligated to do everything for everybody all the time. And that's why hands coming at me. That's so funny. I said that hands were coming at me. I didn't even realize that there's hands there. Wasn't even paying attention. So that's interesting. But there is a sense, like the Judgment card in reverse, it just feels like you're in denial of your situation almost. It almost feels like you are not really seeing things for what they are. You're just like, well, it is what it is. I have to do what I have to do. Like I have to please everyone. I have to make everyone happy. I have to, like, that's what it just feels like. I have to. It's like, do you though? Like that's what I keep hearing. Like I have to. And I think that there is an opportunity that's going to come in that I feel like is going to be balanced. Okay, there's another message coming through because I don't know why with the judgment card and the lovers card here, for some reason this feels okay to you. Like this is your norm. And it's not, and so you're thinking like, okay, so this is interesting. So if this resonates, definitely leave a comment. But it feels like you are doing these things because it's like the status quo and you feel like this is normal. But you also feel like because you're helping all those people, you feel like you should be getting good karma. And then you're like, well, why am I not manifesting all these things when I'm like doing all these good things for other people? That's yes, that could be a little tiny part of it, but you are not okay. Like your internal energy is not good. Your internal energy is very negative, low, sad, emotional. I am not getting that this is making you happy. So if you are emitting negative things, you are not aligning yourself with what it is that you're trying to manifest. You are aligning with the emotion that you have internal by doing what you're doing. So if that was the case where you're helping other people and you feel fulfilled and happy, then that would be a different situation. But you're not, because the boundary cards here, your guides are telling you you need to set boundaries in order to manifest what you want. So you feel like there's harmony within helping people, and that's the opposite. And you feel like there's like stability within this, but like, yes, like, sure, you can stay on this road, but you're not going to get what you want. Like, you're not aligned with it. You're aligned with something completely different. So being able to realize that that's what your alignment is and not exactly what you want, that'll probably help you like shift like your priorities, I feel. So I think that is something that we kind of like don't understand when it comes to manifesting, because yes, like that is a positive thing, like you helping other people, positive, great, but how are you feeling about it? Like how is that like making, what is that leaving you? Like does it give you good karma in some extent? Yeah, like it's going to come back, sure, but it's not, that is not how you manifest. um that's hilarious. Turkey spirit, give with gratitude and grace. So yeah, like that's exactly what I was just saying. If you like the road you're on and you're just like, well, I don't want to stop doing this, but I also want what like I want, well, then you have to change how you feel about helping people or doing things or whatever. Cause like you can have a boundary, right? So like for example, like you might not like what I do and I might not like what you do, correct? Right? Like let's just say I love like going to my neighbors' houses and mowing their lawn. Say I do it for free. Say I love it because I get my exercise and, the whole neighborhood looks good and I don't have to like stress about like people's lawns not being mowed. I don't know. This is not me, but I'm just giving like a weird random example. But like that, and then it just gives me like I'm helping people, so like I feel complete. I feel content. I am happy with that. Your boundary might be that I ain't mowing anyone's lawn. Like that's my boundary. Someone says like mow my lawn, I'm gonna be like, hell no, right? Like that's your boundary. It might not be the same thing for me because I'm happy, but I am emitting happiness and I'm manifesting whatever it is I want because I am doing this with grace and gratitude. So if you're doing something that, like, let's say your neighbors and don't have a boundary and you really hate freaking mowing the lawn, right? And your neighbors are like, "Can you mow my lawn because I'm not gonna we're all going on vacation." And you're like, okay, sure." And you do it, but you hate it. But you're just like, "Well, I'm doing something nice, but I hate it." You are not gonna manifest into something that you want. So that's a horrible, weird example, but the exact message is there. Like, if you are gonna be helping people, like, either stop doing it because it makes you unhappy or do it and be happy about it. And I think that's a part of like understanding what is your boundary. Maybe you need to understand what that is for you and figure that out, because there's some disconnect with that like door. You're not going through that door, you're staying on the same road because there's some disconnect. And maybe truly like understanding like, wow, okay, and I do want to be happy about this. And then like realigning yourself like that mentally, then the road that you're on is perfectly fine and like things will start flourishing there. So it's all mental, man. This is all mental. Everything is like in our heads. So we have the Fool. Ooh, we have the Fool. We have the Four of Pentacles, and then the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, so I'm seeing you guys are just severely unhappy with like how much you're doing for other people. And so my vibe right now, the majority of you, a big portion of you guys don't want to be doing this. And I feel like you guys want to have boundaries. And I'm getting the sense that the leap of faith is here, the Fool. It's just like, okay, take everything that you've learned in the past and start the next chapter. Like just jump off to the next side. Like jump to the other side. Like do that leap of faith. Do it. Like start saying no, start setting boundaries, and then focus on you and what you want and what it is. Like, yes, you can say yes here and there as long as it makes you happy, right? But there's some things that you need to like kind of prioritize. Like the Four of Pentacles, like you worked hard for what it is that wherever you are in life, and I need you to protect that. And that includes your time, your energy, your finances, however you help people. Like this is yours. And it's not about being greedy, it's about protecting that. This is like everything you worked hard for. And I think you need to understand that because I feel like you lack that kind of like, oh, like, yeah, like this is mine. I did work hard for it. It's not, I can share if I want to, but I don't need to. And I think that's what the importance is. But if you're able to give with grace and like have that attitude, the 10 of Pentacles is here. And I feel like that's going to be the stability. That's going to be the karma that comes back. That's going to be like where you're led to the bigger picture, you know? So that's beautiful. I like that. I think that that's a really, really great message. And it's such an easy fix, you know? Like most signs had some things that needed to be worked through in order to receive these things. And this is such, oh, hi, Taro. Hi, buddy. Oh, he wanted to say hi. But this is such an easy fix. Setting a boundary. It's hard, but it's easy. It's a simple thing, right? Oh, I love this. So we have surprise. What a little easy thing could lead to something very big and beautiful, you know? So I think this is like your guide saying, look, like the second that you put your foot down, the second that you kind of prioritize yourself, your needs, your wants, a surprise is coming. Something big, something beautiful, something you guys were like as a collective, you know, you want, throw me a bone. I'm fed up with this. This is a surprise. This is kind of like what you were calling to have. Let's see what your guys have to say about that. I want to know exactly what that could possibly be. Beautiful. So Page of Cups, Judgment, Queen of Pentacles. There is a sense that the Page of Cups is a messenger. Someone bringing in... I feel like I want to learn more about that, actually. So that's someone that's bringing in something that's going to be emotionally fulfilling, some kind of information, some kind of opportunity. My dog is whining. I'm sorry if you heard that. I don't know why. I think he wants attention, but I don't know why. I feel like this is bringing some kind of financial gain. I think you're able to focus on something. Maybe you guys were spending money on something. I don't quite know what that is. There's a sense of like financial things that might be coming in the second you set a boundary. That's quite interesting because I feel like maybe you have more time. There's stability. There's definite stability within this where you have like your freedom, you could travel. I'm seeing you guys being able to spend freely. Maybe I don't know. There's so many different like scenarios that I'm seeing for everybody, and I'm seeing like boxes of like little like, you know how like you have a picture and like you zoom in and there's like boxes that are big and then they're small, and they're thousand boxes. That's what I'm seeing. And the possibilities are endless. But I do get a sense like a group of you guys are almost financially gaining from like saying no to things, which is crazy. And I feel like you're able to save, and I feel like this is like setting you up for the future. I don't know why the saving aspect is there. So if this resonates, definitely leave a comment on that. But like that is beautiful. I see you guys really having the clarity of like where people stand. And I feel like you get to pick and choose what you want to do finally. And I see that. And I think the surprise is the financial gain. There's some financial gain from this. So If that is not, like, something that, like, is, like a a way to get you to, like, move forward, like, I don't know what is, because, money can't buy you happiness, but yes, it can. You know? So, let's get a last tidbit here from our guide, something to, like, leave us for the month of July with some positivity, something to look forward to. So we have truth, clarity, yep. Persistent, I'll say resistance, Jesus. Persistence, new possibilities, energy and results. Absolutely. Getting your energy back, getting results, financial results. I'm definitely seeing finances here. Ladybug, that's, yep. New possibilities, a surprise, truth, clarity. You're gonna know, you're just gonna know. There's gonna be so much that you're gonna be able to clarify and know, like, what you're doing, what you're not doing, what, like, yeah. I truly believe that if you can set that one thing, boundary, and just baby step that way into everything, you will be able to open that door, go through that door, financially find yourself secure and, like, able to do whatever you want, not relying on other people, not rely you know what I mean? And I just find, like, you having that, like, release of energy and having that what it is exactly that you've been wanting to manifest and, like, feeling settled because I don't feel settled right now. I don't feel at peace. So this is a beautiful reading and it feels very easy. Like, it sucks, not perfect, but it's very easy to kinda, like, control and kinda get under our belt. So if this reading did resonate, definitely like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Thank you guys for coming back, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.